All right, it's school bus time. It's the day of our first trip in the school bus. And we got a lot to get ready yet. So we're gonna pack this thing up and then we're getting on the road as soon as we can.
Got all the food packed up, getting everything ready to go.
How's it coming in here?
Good.
Here it is. Stood them in the fridge.
Okay.
You guys put the food in already?
Yeah, must be.
Underneath?
Yeah.
Nice.
You think, or this stack not gonna fall over, right?
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
Cool.
We thought it'd be a cool idea to bring our coffee pot.
My coffee pot.
Tegan's coffee maker.
It's mine.
It's Tegan's coffee maker. But in carrying out here, Tegan dropped the pot. It broke it. Here, can you put this in the fridge?
No, it's not carrying out here.
Hey, put that stuff in the fridge.
It's not my fault.
It just shattered. I just dropped it.
It's just like all of a sudden blew up.
All right, we're all loaded up, and I think it's time to go. Roll out. We're getting a little bit of a late start. We had hoped to leave a little earlier, but you know how it is. We're still kind of building the bus. It's actually not really done yet, but it's done enough for this trip. We brought some stuff along, so maybe we'll do some work on it while we're here, because there's a couple things I'd like to get hooked up. So we'll see how it goes. First road trip in the bus.
Hi. The boys broke out some cookies. They were just playing some go fish.
That's a deformed cook.
And Kaylin's tucked away back here, working on homework.
Trying. It's very shaky. My computer's like bouncing up and down.
I mean, eventually we'll have a light hooked up there. We're not playing it right at all. But anyway, so we just came to our own conclusion. It looks like maybe right now Tegan could be winning. We'll find
She got
out.
lucky and she got a -5 in her first turnover thing, so.
We'll see. Is it your turn?
Huh?
Is it your turn?
No, I just went. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, because he went because he didn't know whose turn it was.
Let's see.
What?
Jaden was looking in my purse for a pen, and I really need to clean out my purse. I didn't even know I had these socks, these Christmas socks in there that show them what they do. I had light up Christmas socks in there. I don't even remember.
I feel like I almost remember putting those in there.
Yeah, did you win them at that? But at that, oh, like our cards are gonna go everywhere.
Oh.
Kicking chicken.
All right, well, it's just a little bit before 10. We made it here safe and sound, no problem at all. Cruised down here with just a couple stops, mainly just to check on the bus, make sure everything was going fine. So yeah, all set for the night. See you guys in the morning. Attention to some green breakfast.
On the trip work.
Yeah, we never hooked up the water heater or the electrical side, so we brought stuff along so we can hook it up when we're here. We got it going, got hot water. That thing's pretty awesome. Wow, that's really hot. Oh, here it comes again. It's warming up, 113.
The fire thing.
That means that if the fan is going, the fire is burning, and we're running water.
It's good.
There's a little cafe down here that apparently has coffee, so Tegan wants to go check it out. Coffee and fishing. How about that combo?
They can, like, what does that even do?
So they could drive on the beach.
They drive their trucks on the beach.
They drive their truck.
Right there, Cameron.
That's Assateague Island out there, and this is the bay between Assateague and the mainland. And on the other side of that island out there is the ocean. If we had some magnification, you could see the wild horses over there. Or ponies, I don't know what they are, but there's some out on the beach over there.
They're just little black dots. can fly that
Can I see?
Or no, wait, Hawaii.
I think I found a little baby hermit crab.
You remember in Hawaii how we raced the baby hermit crabs?
See if I come out.
Yeah. Yes, we did. That was in Hawaii. No, we have pictures of it.
Cool.
All right, just wanted to show you a little bit about the bus from the outside here. This bus has the International 6.0 in it, which is called a VT365. It's basically the same motor as a Ford Powerstroke 6.0, which doesn't have a great reputation, but the international version was a little bit better. We haven't really done anything to it yet, except for maintenance, oil change, fuel filters, stuff like that. So it's been running pretty good for us. I think that we're just gonna run it like it is for now. We got a 20-foot awning from Rec Pro and got that on the side, so it makes a nice little coverage for us inside the bus. So this bus has full hookup. So this campsite has full hookup source, so we can use that stuff. So we got electric hookup, we got a water hookup, and you guys have seen the generator and the hot water heater, the hot water heater we just got working for the first time today. So that's all hooked up with propane system. Tegan took a hot shower and she said it was awesome. So we got all the hookups in, and we also got tanks in. So you can just see a little bit of them hanging out here, but these are all of our freshwater tanks. We have 5 15-gallon tanks in here for 75 gallons of capacity, and that's all our freshwater tanks, and they are plumbed in through a 12-volt pump. So when we're hooked up at a campsite, we don't need to use the pump or the tanks, but when we're on the road, we can carry water with us and run the pump in the bus. So we also have 2 55-gallon wastewater tanks that we put in here. There's a black water and a gray water tank, and we can keep that separate, and that's been working out pretty good. I wasn't sure if they would fit okay, but these are 55-gallon drums basically, and we have them mounted up underneath, and they seem to fit pretty good. And on this side of the bus, just right behind the fuel tanks, we have a propane tank we mounted in there. So the propane tank fuels the hot water heater. It fuels a gas hookup for our stovetop burner, and potentially could fuel an outside grill. We have a port here on the side that we can hook up an outside grill to. So the tank we got for free, and when it came, it was actually full. So we haven't even bought any propane yet, and there's a lot there. So. Last weekend, we actually took the kids out. We took Tegan and some of her friends around for homecoming to the different picture taking spots. All went great. They had a fun time in the bus, but on the way home, something was wrong with the front brakes. The front brake caliper was dragging, and it got really, really hot. And by the time I got to the gas station, it looked like this. So when we finally got home, we decided we're gonna do all new brakes on the front. So we did new brake pads, brake calipers, and brake caliper hoses on the front of the bus. And so we feel pretty good about that. We got all new brakes there. I think we solved that problem. I think the old calipers were just hanging up, probably original calipers. And so we got that done. We have all stainless steel brake lines on the rest of the bus. If you remember a long time ago, you guys saw us replacing brake lines. So we're making pretty good headway on the brakes, all stainless steel brake lines, all new front brakes, and the only thing that we haven't changed yet is the rear calipers, and so we'll have to keep an eye on them and see if we have any trouble. And lastly, I'm super excited about these wheels. I painted all the wheels black, and I got these chrome lug nut covers, which I think look awesome. So because this is not a school bus anymore, we can't have our red and amber lights on the top. So I thought it'd be cool to replace those lights with these big off-road lights. We got them mounted up there, everything looks good, but we don't have them wired up yet, so we'll have to show you them on another time. All right, well, there's lots of details that aren't finished yet on the bus, but there are some things that are getting pretty close to being finished I thought I'd show you while we do a little update here. So I'll show you a couple things that I've been working on in the bus. The things that aren't finished yet are the finishing touches, painting, and some of the decor stuff that Heather has been working on. They got everything primed, so the ceiling is primed now, but that's as far as we got before the trip. So they'll keep working at it, and we'll give a final update sometime in the future with all the amenities in place. But here's a mechanical update for now. So we boxed in the area underneath the seats to create storage. So we have some tools in there, some supplies in here. We took a lot of supplies with us because didn't know what we were gonna get into. This one we have all of our hookup stuff in there, so the hoses, the cords, and everything to hook it up at the campsite. Nothing in this one yet, but we built these tables and we just welded up this frame. This frame needs to be painted yet, obviously, but the frame mounts right to the flange where the bus seats used to mount to. Obviously, these are the existing bus seats. I mean, they were bus seats that were in this bus, so we utilize those. The tables fit in there pretty good, and they're pretty secure mounted to that flange. And they bolt on there, and that allows us to pull them out if we need to. So we got the fold-out futon. You guys saw that already. But in here is the heart of the mechanicals that are in the bus. So we have a 12-volt and a 120-volt system. So this is a main disconnect. This switch transfers from off in the middle, or shore power like it is now, or the other way is generator power. So we can power from the generator or power from the cord plugged into the outlet or the power wherever we're at this campsite. So this is the 120 volt breaker box. We have 4 120 volt circuits in there that run the AC, that run the power converter. This is the power converter right here. You can see a little bit better there. This is the power converter here. That changes 120 volt AC into 12 volt. So that powers our batteries that run the 12 volt system in the bus. This is the main disconnect for the 12 volt system, and this is all of our relays and fuse box for all the 12 volt system in the bus. This is the incoming power from the outlet. You guys saw that on the outside. So when we're plugged in into the outlet or the campsite, or the shore power we're calling it, the power comes in there. And yeah, so this is the heart of all the electrical distribution in the bus. And under the same cabinet, we have, this is our water pump. This is our 12 volt water pump that supplies power for the water system when we're not hooked up. And this is the backside of our water heater right here. So the water heater is a instantaneous heater. It doesn't have a tank. It's like a tankless version. So the water flows through here. It heats it up. It knows when the water's flowing and starts the burner and heats it up. It works pretty good. You have to have the water flowing to get it going. So that's the one thing we found on this trip, because it's the first we used it. But there's a pressure tank for the water system. It just keeps this pump from having to run all the time. This pump runs to a certain set point and shuts off. But if you have the faucet going, it'll run on, off, on, off, on, off. So pressure tank kind of settles that out a little bit. It's only a 2-gallon tank. So we obviously have propane coming into the water heater. That's what fuels the water heater. But we also have a propane hookup right here. And that propane hookup is there so that we can run our stovetop burner. You guys saw us cooking a little bit on that. And so we can put that up on the counter and plug that in there and turn the gas on there. And that allows us to have gas to the stovetop. So the whole length of the bus is open underneath, and that allowed us to run all the electrical and plumbing underneath this section. So if you look in here, all of our electrical is coming through, goes in through there, out all the way under the bunks, and all the way to the back where we need it. But we have some 120 volt outlets, just a few. This one's in here to plug in things like a crock pot or a microwave that are on the countertop. We have a couple other ones. There's one right here just to be available for vacuum cleaner or the space heater. We did have to run the space heater a little bit this weekend because it got a little cold. This switch bank here controls that relay box that's underneath there that you saw. And these switches, this is the refrigerator, this is the hot water heater, this is the water pump, and these three are the ceiling lights. Of course, we also have USB outlets here, a voltage readout, which is nice because we can see how the voltage is working on the 12-volt system, and then another just regular power outlet there. The roof mounted AC is controlled here, and that runs on 120 volt and 12 volt. So we have to run the generator when we run the AC because that is the only way we create 120 volts in the bus. And the generator access is right here. You guys may have seen us working at this earlier, but generator access is right here. So we have our Harbor Freight Predator generator in here. This gives us 120 volt. This is plugged right into the system. So we can just fire this up from right in here, and that way we have full control while we're in the bus. So we have a sink, and the sink has water in it. Right now we have water in the tanks. So that water is powered by 12-volt pump when we're not hooked up, or it just comes right in from the pressure of the hookups if we're hooked up at the campsite. We got our TV here. That's the other thing we need 120 volt for. We tried to use that a little bit. We're having some trouble with our HDMI adapter. I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't working very good for us. So this is a 12-volt RV fridge. Works out really great for us. We could keep all of our stuff nice and cool. No more coolers and ice. And it's got a nice big freezer even, which works out awesome. We do need to mount it a little bit better in there. It tipped over once on us. We got a little dent in the door. So we'll work on mounting that a little bit better for next time. And then here's the bunks. So we got these bunks. The kids were sleeping in here. This is some small space. They're not quite finished inside here, but we have these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in each bunk we have a little switch panel here, and we have lights, and we also have USB port and a power outlet in each one, so that way you can plug in your phone, or in this case you can plug in your fan. So we had these little 12-volt or USB fans that the kids were using while they were in there. It can get a little toasty in there, so having some airflow is nice. Everybody's got their fan. We have some work here to finish up some of this paneling. We got to put all that back in place. We didn't get that done yet. And there's a shelf that goes on here yet too. That way you can set your phone up on the shelf, or you can clip the fan onto the shelf maybe. We didn't put those up yet. Still got to put the panels up there yet too, and maybe do some painting in here. But otherwise, the bunks are pretty much finished. So we go back to the toilet room. Oh, we put these little hooks on here because we were having trouble with the doors flying open when we were driving. So safety hook for driving. In here is the toilet. We got lights in there. Toilet, a little bit of a sink, and roof vent, crank up roof vents with a fan. And that's all working pretty good. We had a little bit of a water leak at the fitting where the toilet hooks up. So we have that shut off right now, but we'll get that fixed. I think it was just some cheapo fittings that we got from Amazon. So we have these doors set up so that we can create a little bit more space, because when you're in here, it's very small. It's just a wee little space, but it's big enough to get done what needs to get done. But if you are wanting to take a shower or have a little bit more space, we made these doors so that they do this, okay? So this door can go all the way open like that. Blocks off the back, so if someone is back there, you can use the door to block it off. But when you're in here, this blocks off this, can latch it there, and then in here is the shower. And when you open up the shower, this panel, so you take this door past, flip this little thing around here, and then this guy latches in place. And now you have a little bit of space that you can take a shower. Turn the lights on. So we got the shower in here. Got the roof vent fan going. Crank up roof vents. So the girls got to try out the shower, worked pretty good. But like I said, with the doors flipped open like this, now you have space to get out of the shower and get dressed without kind of walking out into the hallway. So that's why the doors work like this. It seems like it's working pretty good. We have a couple little details to figure out with latching and some stuff like that. Sometimes these doors get kind of caught on each other, so we'll have to work on that. This door does go all the way open like this, so we can come out if we need to. And, oops, shut off our light in there. That door closes. This gets stuck a little bit, and this door can open like that. And then of course we have the bunks back here. We have the deck in the up position right now because we were storing a bunch of stuff in here. So I've got tools and stuff, and that created a lot of space for us to kind of store and throw stuff in. But so we had the bunk in the high position. We don't have any curtains up yet. We just threw some sheets up there, which worked out fine, and that space is working good. It's just a little bit too high, so we either need to get like a step stool or something here. So like I said, it's just a little bit too high. The only way to get up here is to get your knee propped up here. So if you kind of prop your knee up in here, you can kind of boost yourself up. But like I said, it's just a little bit uncomfortable to get up here. So we'll have to work on that. But most of the time we'll have this deck low probably. That was the idea, is that as long as we don't need to have two beds back here, we could put this deck down and have a little bit more headroom in here and make it a little easier to get in and out of bed. But what we found on this trip is that it is really nice to have all that storage below. We could pile all of our stuff in there. We brought a lot of tools and supplies because we were still kind of working on the bus. So we'll have to see. Maybe there's some sort of intermediate position that we could still have storage and the bed back here. So we'll see. We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll make one more setting or something. Right now it only has a high and a low setting. Maybe we could make a setting that's just like a little bit lower, still have some storage. We'll figure that out. We're still working on some of our recessed lighting back here. We got to wire up these lights yet. The wiring is still coming out of the walls, but all the recessed lighting up here is working. You want to show us the lighting? So we got lights in the hallway. We got lights in the kitchen. We got lights up front here. So we still have a lot of painting to do, a lot of finishing touches to put on here, but as far as mechanical systems go, I think we're getting things pretty well squared away, and we got a little chance to prove it out this weekend, and that worked out good. There was a couple of little leaks, a couple of things like that we got fixed up. A couple little things there. The propane system is working great. That propane tank that we got came off of a reefer trailer. So there's a company that had a bunch of trailers that they were kind of pulling off some equipment, and they took off propane tanks, hydraulic pumps, lift gates, stuff like that. And so we got some of that stuff, and we used the propane tank now on the bus. We've been storing it here for a little bit. Wasn't sure what we'd use it for, but turns out we found a reason. So that's pretty much the update on the inside. So let's get back to the weekend. Look, it's a farm. Trick or treat.
Wait, what?
We tried.
Go with Daddy?
Ready?
It's trick or treat night at the campground apparently. So apparently it's not too cold. They're getting in the water a little bit. Wait, what?
He's in there. Look at him.
Oh, look at that.
That's a huge one. Did you show
That's
Jared?
a weird shell, though.
Oh my word, it
Yeah,
is
it
a
is.
real shell. Look at this big mimic crab.
Mine's bigger than yours, Jared.
I can't feel my feet.
It's freezing cold.
Yeah, but you get pretty used to it after a while. It's just bad out here.
We're
Ice-
gonna go get ice cream.
You wouldn't see
Well,
me
we gotta
getting in
take our-
there. Nope. It would be too cold for me.
Caught 4 little tiny minnows, or like fish. I don't know what kind they were. I was trying to go for the bigger ones, but I didn't actually catch any. I just got the 4 little ones because they were super easy to catch.
cold?
Huh? No, not really.
It's cold when you get to full body.
I caught a little shrimp too.
Nobody move.
What is that?
It's a hermit crab.
Oops, sorry.
So, we're all playing spike ball down at the beach. Dad just asked me to go grab the cameras out of the bus. Right now, me and Tegan are a team. Mom and Dad are a team, and Jaden and Kaylin are a team. Me and Tegan are undefeated, which is pretty exciting. We haven't lost yet. And right now, Jaden and Kaylin are going against Mom and Dad.
That was genuinely.
Oh.
Oh no.
That was.
Yeah, oh no, it's way in the water.
Let's use this one.
Get the dry ball out.
I fell backwards.
It's game point.
Here we go.
Oh no!
Grimace.
It hit the ground.
That's us, right?
Yeah.
We're
you guys
winner.
won.
Oh, let's go. Mom
All right,
and
we
Dad won.
take on the twins.
I don't know, but I think Mom and Dad got better since Jared and Tegan's round. So now,
The last time was our first time.
now they're gonna win this time, I think.
Here we go.
Are you playing?
The score, guys.
5-9.
Yeah, 5-9.
5-9.
Ooh! 6.
I think we're gonna go get dinner from the crock pot now.
Oh, that's my seat. Stop.
It's s'more time, and we have a friend.
The neighbor's dog, Gemma. She wasn't invited. She just decided she'd
You like
toast
s'mores
with
too,
us.
or you like campfires, or you just
People
joining
were
us?
the neighbors.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Let's see that s'more.
No,
Did
it
you
doesn't have a
make
tail.
Did you make a perfect one?
She,
How was it? Did you make a perfect one?
she's so sweet.
Just like, it's like
Why do
one of
people
the
say
movie.
Rottweilers
Do you
are mean?
imagine it's Surin? Hello neighbor. This is like the
I want to
coolest
see
coincidence
someone get
ever.
a nice perfection of the golden marshmallow.
Because it's like they're in the
Did you have one?
tank, and
I already ate mine.
You already ate yours?
Double marshmallow, double chocolate.
Whoa, double decker s'more.
Alright, can you use more chocolate?
Yeah, Jaden had to go change because he got.
No, I didn't
Flick the
even change.
marshmallow.
Oh, you didn't change.
It's-
Lick
I
the
think I
marshmallow on
see.
himself.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Well,
see,
it
but
started
he got
flaming,
marsh-
so I whipped it up like this, and I was gonna blow on it, and it just fell.
Well, at least you weren't like Dennis the Menace.
Inflict it on your neighbor's face.
Yeah.
I was just making a joke about how I was gonna fool with Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
And then I whipped it.
Right
over
on
its
your
head.
own self. But I feel like it's perfect. Like it's got the nice warm ooziness, but the crusty on the outside. I didn't realize I grabbed dark chocolate, but we all like dark chocolate, so that
It's
works.
better.
So do you guys like dark chocolate? Or would you prefer just milk? I mean, I like either. It's like we said, we just like chocolate. That's like an ad right there. But mine's no double decker.
It's a birthday party.
Lagerwood? It's not wood, or Lagerwood. It's not wood, you're wood. It's not.
The kids are playing Dutch Blitz. So, I don't know, is it like a Lancaster County
It's a very
game?
good game.
That's what I want to know. Like, do you guys play Dutch Blitz where you're from? Or is it a Lancaster County thing? Because it's Dutch Blitz, like, because of Amish. And I mean, look at the box.
It's a
And they
wonderful
even try to
good
make it
game.
sound Dutchy, don't they?
Yeah.
A wonderful
Wonderful good game.
good game. But I guess that's not supposed to be Amish. I guess they're supposed to look like they're
Dutch.
from.
They look Amish to me.
I don't know.
Some Amish person's gonna.
All right, we're headed home. We had a great weekend. The weather was perfect. Everything worked out really great. And now we get to drive home. So hopefully things continue to go good, but it's a blessing to have a fun weekend together as a family. All right, just got a quick fuel stop. Thought we'd take advantage of the fuel prices here in Maryland because it seems a lot better than at home. So we're all filled up, back on the road, and looks like it's lunchtime.
How's lunch? How's lunch over here?
Where do you plug this thing in at? No, the speaker. We should not say anything to the girls, just get up and out. See how many minutes it takes you to. Home again.
Made it.
And the stragglers. They were in the shot. There he goes, finally. One left. Here she comes. Hey! I made it as well.
All right, we made it home safe and sound. No problems with the bus. We had a fun trip. We got a little list of stuff to keep working at, and yeah, definitely some finishing touches to go, but I would say that's a pretty successful first bus trip, and we'll look forward to hopefully a lot more. See you guys.